We have a war in the Ukraine, we have rising food prices in Europe and over the world, and we have responsibility.
For farmer and MEP Alexander Bellnhuber, that responsibility also means farming responsibly.
To be a farmer myself, it's for me clear, and also driving myself with a tractor, driving myself with a crop sprayer, I know to have high responsible. Using pesticides means for me to handle it as safe as it is possible with the best available technology as it is possible right now. So this is what the farmers all over Europe do right now.
That's why the EPP Group is calling for a moratorium on new regulations for a 50% cut in pesticide use for now, to ensure food security in the middle of a war. MEP Franz Bogovic grows apples back home.
This goal, 50%, was not made on the basis of the impact assessment, but this was arbitrarily decided. We want to go in this direction, and in Europe we did a lot in reducing use of pesticides. I can say that I did also on my farm in Slovenia.
Nature preservation should also be considered, says an EPP Group MEP from a German wine-growing region.
It's not the right step to say, okay, we stop producing and we take all the areas out of production. I think nature development and to secure and develop our biodiversity can only go hand in hand with our forestry and agriculture policy. We need our farmers to develop our nature and to secure our biodiversity. It only functions with them together.
The EPP Group is calling for the European Commission to reconsider, to do an impact assessment, taking in these considerations before putting the new regulations into effect.
How many hectares area are affected from less use of pesticides in sensitive areas? We don't know exactly how the extreme reduction targets are affecting specific crops. And if we don't get these data, I think we are not fit for such intensive reduction targets.
Europe must think about this food security on the European continent, where we can buy food if we will not produce in Europe, and we can see that it's only possible way to buy in areas with lower standards. It's no sense that we have such a strict regulation in Europe.
To focus on issues interconnected with agricultural production.
We should discuss about nature development and how we can secure and develop biodiversity. And for this is very, very important to look what happens with our agriculture and our forestry policy, and we must put it all together.